Hello there, welcome back to Outfall Studios. This is another development log for our game Deadmare. This is week number 6. Obviously, as you can see, we're not in the usual studio. We're at our own lovely home abodes. But we're still going to bring you a dev update because we've done quite a bit in the past few weeks. We will also cut to Logan at some point, because somebody could not decide to make the call. But we don't need to worry about that. So, we'll start with me again, Ben the programmer. Last time we did the devlog, we just established the push mechanic. We'd established our ladder mechanic, our inspect mechanic. And it was from that point that we could start the main fundamentals of the gameplay, which would be the weapon system and the zombie AI. So I've gone down the first route and started with our weapon system and put quite a bit into that already. So from the clips that you'll see, what's happened is it's a 3-weapon system. For now, there's just the assault rifle, which will be the M16, a placeholder sniper rifle, which after the next few weeks, hopefully our weapon artist, Jack, will have completed. And then we also have...
Jack.
Yeah, Jack. And then we'll also have a pistol, which will more than likely be the water pistol that the player starts off with. But I'm hopefully looking to, at some point, have multiple weapons that will actually be more of a system rather than just be 3 simple weapons. So how it works is... basically, there are 2 weapons that will attach onto the back of a player. When they press a specific button, it will bring up the first weapon, which will be the assault rifle, I believe. And then using the scroll wheel on a mouse or the press of a button, they can swap it out to the sniper rifle. It has its animations, its own locomotions, its blend spaces. It's just a case of refining it so that it feels like it's actually in his hands and matches the actions that he's doing. But that's something that can come towards the end of the project. What else do we have? We have the HUD is started to be in place now. So when a weapon is picked up, rather than it just displaying the HUD on its own, when the weapon's picked up and equipped, it will display its ammo type. It's got its own max ammo info, current ammo, what weapon it actually is,
Cool.
the weapon effect it will have, the name that when you pick it up and overlap a certain sphere, it will say what actually the weapon is called. And it's started to have its fire system implemented. I've also done a dynamic crosshair on my own. So that's when the player, although it's not working on when it fires, but when he's moving, it naturally spreads apart. It's just a case of getting back onto it, because I've been focusing on other projects, but getting back onto it, trying to go through a lot of it, and then hopefully within the next few weeks move on to that zombie AI, because that's not going to take us long. And then really spend the last month of development refining the functionality there. I will also say, just for the ladder mechanics, I've been doing a little bit of bug fixing as well.
Thank God Logan's in there, because he'll start shouting about the ladder mechanics. He loves them.
So the ladder mechanic, I now know the functionality behind that to get it so he moves when the player actually presses a button rather than just be moving on its own. I also now know with the inspect mechanic how to make sure that it appears again if the player wants to interact with it for another time. And yeah, it's just starting to build the core elements of our gameplay.
Nice.
Good job, Ben. You've been doing a lot, man. You've been doing a lot there, friend.
I've been doing a lot, and there's still more to come.
There's always more. There's always more. It's never-ending cycle.
Never-ending cycle. We'll move on
Working till you're dead.
We'll move on to Jack then. Jack, what have you done?
Right, so let's do this. Right,
Jack.
Still on the same issues. M16. as you want to call it for now, is still
So no, it's assault rifle, not M16.
it's an assault rifle.
We got
Well, that's
DM'd
my
about
word.
got a lot
this.
of
Can't
we've
call
got
it M16.
got a lot of feedback on that. Yeah, a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, still facing the same
General assault
issues.
rifle.
The bacon is very much broken at the moment, so we need to completely redo it all.
Get a new oven.
I might try detach the high poly to match the material IDs that I set up for it in the first place.
Mhm.
But if worst comes to worst, I'll probably have to resculpt it all over again.
Ugh. That's not
So
very fun.
yeah, it's very long.
Very
But
unpog.
also, I need to send Ben the other weapon as well. Obviously, we have the drum one and we have the normal magazine one.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
need to rescale both of them because my file format kind of messed up. So Ben, they will be with you soon.
God, you've not had a lot of fun with this, have you?
No, I have not. So I've been asking him when do you want the sniper? I just need to move on from the M16 now.
I was gonna say the drum one's perfectly fine. It looks good in game. Just focus
Yeah.
on the sniper, so we at least have
Yeah.
a placeholder.
Yeah, that's why I gave you the biggest one though.
Well, yeah,
The
it's
biggest
fine.
drum mag gun.
James,
But,
it's fine.
yeah.
James, it's fine.
It's fine. James, aka Jack, aka James.
Well, I'm
Very
just with the weapons at the moment. I'm just going off with like what you need mainly. That's why I just keep asking.
Yes.
When do you need sniper?
In the next month, James. Jack, don't
In
you
the next
worry.
month. Okay.
Awesome.
Still going with the same pattern with the weapons, with the little yellow tape and everything on them. It's
Yeah.
gonna be like a collection after. So,
That look right nice.
but yeah, I'm just trying to get that sorted, and then
Mhm.
should be
Cool
good.
beans.
Awesome.
Cool beans.
Very nice.
Toby.
That's me.
Yeah.
All right, so character's head done now. Yippee! Woo! So I've now started putting on clothes and stuff. Having a bit of trouble with it. Done the shoes. They're very nice. Very good. Very nice. Very good. Very nice shoes.
I would wear them shoes.
Yes, Jackie was helping me with the shoes because he's kind of a big brain when it comes to all that.
He's got the shoe drip.
he do have some decent drip, to be fair. So his shoes and his trousers are fine, but it's the shirt that I'm really struggling with because it's a mix of like a bunch of different items of how I did the block up for the body. So I've had to like mess around and like delete parts of the chest and redo them and everything, and just ZBrush being weird. But I was originally going for like a jacket type model, but I think now I've tried to do it. One, it's very bulky. It's quite hard. I still might experiment with a bit more, but it's quite large, so I need to mess with it a bit more. And two, it's quite a weird model to do because it's all like crossed over and all like put together and everything. So I'll still try and do it, but I've made a base one which is just like a tight jumper, which looks quite nice. Which I could always use as a base if this doesn't work.
That looks very nice. It does.
Yeah. So that's almost done. Looking buzzing. Looking quite good. If I can say so myself. Yeah, that's about it. Characters getting there. Head's done. Clothes being done. Hands done. Feet done. We live in life. Do you know what I mean? Cool.
Okay, so my turn. So
It is.
I can't remember the last.
Sick.
I can't remember the last meeting we've had and what I
Do you
spoke
not watch the videos?
Why do you not watch the videos or follow the Instagram?
Because I'm too busy for that. Right?
Too busy doing what? Nothing. That's what.
Anyway, what I've been working on is the final developments of the building. So a little while ago, I've started on the broken building models, which have now almost been fully like finished now.
Yes.
The things I'm working on at the moment are now the trim sheets and textures for the buildings, as well as the pavements and etc. etc. But basically everything that I've made.
Wait, don't take Sarah. What have you made?
Okay,
would
so
like to know.
the interior apartment, you got all the walls and the floors and the ceiling.
Yes.
Currently making trim sheets for those. I'm making tiling materials for the buildings, like the brick texture. I did all like a good smooth tiling texture for like the flat iron buildings. Yeah, and I'm making the trim sheets right now as we speak for the buildings. Trim sheets that have like little intricate details, little bumps and grooves, as well as like some little ornament patterns. There is a little bit of an issue with the trim sheets which will be displayed in the video. But basically, the gist of it is, some of the trim sheets will have to be used for certain buildings, and that's just because some of the buildings are just weirdly shaped compared to others. And they won't really suit the aesthetic because it is inspired by London after all. So it's
what London?
Yeah, no,
Never
London.
inspired by
Sorry,
London.
no,
Well,
my bad.
hang on a second.
The opposite
I don't even know where I even
place.
came from. It's like it's inspired by New York. Sorry, and
London? No.
London, America.
Yes.
yeah. So the trim sheets are gonna be looking weird. And buildings. Another thing I wanted to cover was
Oh God, here we go.
we've decided to take out the landmark building, and it was
Oh,
meant
this
to
isn't
be
a
this
we
like
decision. You
yeah,
decided to take a
yeah.
landmark.
So it was a me decision. It wasn't really a group one. It was kind of me. So I'm
You?
sorry about that. There was gonna be like an Empire State Building, like a landmark building that would like really just be there. So like when you look at it, like, oh, that looks like the Empire State Building, and oh, this must mean I'm in New York City, whatever. Basically, that's cancelled. The building scrapped. It's gone. Strictly down to not only performance reasons but also time management. And more so because it would be very awkward just to make like a trim sheet or like a texture made for this like massive building.
To replace it, could you just make like a general skyscraper?
I could on the back.
No, like it could just be a normal building.
It'd have to be very far because like the trim sheets and the tiling materials, they're going to look very repeated, so it's going to look really awkward.
It's going to be an offer. Most places like that are repeated, so it's not that much of a deal, not that big of a deal.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
I have to put it like really far away anyway, just because. Like,
if it's a skyscraper, it would just be straight up, so it could be as little poly as possible. If you just put like a little spiky thing at the top.
Yeah. Well, other than that, if I got the time, sure, I'll put some effort into it. But other than that, it's just broken buildings. Made basic models for them. I'm gonna put them in ZBrush, beat them up. That's all. And currently making the trim sheets for the buildings. That's
good.
Sounds robust and still.
On the Sigma board.
Positively poggers.
Yeah. That's me. I'm done.
Well, I've been doing a variation of some stuff, and I've bashed out pretty much all the stuff that needs to be all the stuff that needs to be in the house, pretty much. And so there's like two variations of like a mirror that will be in the bathroom, like a circular one and a square one, and then a toilet roll holder and one for like a towel. So you put some towels on that, and then there's a TV cabinet. And that will go in the bedroom where Jack's TV is going to rest upon, and some of the stuff you can put on there. Awesome. Made a sofa, which was a bit of a pain, but that was my first time working out how to make it, and it turned out better than I expected. And I've reworked that a bit and put that through ZBrush and sculpted on that to add more detail. But I just need to change a few things, and so it's a lot. Just the optimization for it is a lot better because at the moment the poly count for it is way too much to even function in.
How much are we saying?
Here we go.
How'd you ask that, Jack? Well, if you really want to know,
reveal.
We got to know. Go on. What is it?
Or not?
You just give a rough estimate. We're talking thousands, millions,
billions,
trillions, 20.
Quintillions.
No, that's just silly.
Yeah, come on, let's don't be silly.
So it's dead horse.
Jared, what you doing? Is he dead?
Kieran, do we have a number?
I think he's lagged out.
Anyway.
Kieran? Hello.
Hello.
Lag out there, bud.
Okay, right. I did say he must have cut out when I said 20 or something. So the sofa total poly count is 20,520.
That needs to be reduced.
Yeah, so I'm already in the mid process of reworking it because it's in ZBrush, right? So so after adding the details under the cushions and just I'm basically just gonna reduce it in ZBrush and then rework it a bit back in 3ds Max, and then it'll be done. So I've got a high poly and a low poly, and I'll just bait that over at. But besides that, I've made a bunch of like light fixtures as well, little like the dangly light that will go in the bath. Dangly sort of like light switch that you'd pull, and then it'd turn on the light. That will just be the bathroom, and then some lamps, like a circular shade and a square shade. Bathtub. And
A little bit of bathtubs.
I think I might have mentioned I was working on that last time, or so I've made that bathtub and the sink, telephone, which I'll need to rework slightly to optimize the polys as well. But that I could do that really quick, and then just we'll just have to set out some stuff that I need to model for the next few levels, but I'm not down on that completely at the moment. Just need to get the reference images once we know what is needed to be done. Yeah. But that's about it on my end in terms of what I've done so far.
Nice.
Since last time.
Groovy.
Nice.
Anyone else got anything more they want to add?
Where do you want the sniper?
You will get home.
How's the ladder mechanic going?
It's fine. Fine. It's a running joke, but it's fine.
Fine.
It's fine.
Can you switch around the other side if you're climbing it?
Or
slide down it?
It's there. The functionality's there, but I disabled it because I didn't like it.
Nice.
I can re-add it, but I just think it looks.
Could have showed us first.
It just looks a bit janky.
That's fine.
That's fair.
Yeah. Well, if that's everything, is everything, guys?
It is. I think so.
Yeah. Thank you very much for watching, if you have been watching us. Obviously, we will be back in the regular studio. The 6 of us will be back at some point again. But if you want to follow us again on Instagram for any further updates, or go and have a look at our previous devlogs to see the progress of Deadmare, or not.
No. Yeah. You're doing Instagram. If you see this, you're doing Instagram. If not, I'm coming for you. Viscera.
Tommy's coming for you.
I'm going to box you.
You heard it here first.
You see that profile
picture? I'm boxing you, lad.
He's coming for you.
Thank
you very much for watching.
White collar match
we'll see you next time.
Yeah?